Hello, Westover Warriors. I'm Scott Daigneault from the Information Protection Office, and it's been a while since I had a talk with you. Last time we had a little talk like this, we were talking about Trusted Workforce 2.0 and how we were going to get there and continuity evaluation and all of the changes in the information protection world to include personnel security. I just want to update you on a few things today and what the changes and how they are going to affect you. One of the big things we need to talk about is continued evaluation. Last time I did talk to you, we were saying that everybody was going to be put into that. Well, I'm happy to report that everybody on the installation is in continued evaluation now. So what does that mean for you? That means that about every 10 minutes or 15 minutes or so, your social securities are being pinged, and any kind of financial records that come up that have any bad debt, if you have any kind of arrest records or anything like that show up, we get notifications from the DoD CAS, and they say, hey, what's going on with this person? That is part of the 13 Adjudicative Guidelines. So if you don't know what the 13 Adjudicative Guidelines are when it comes to your security clearance and what you're supposed to be reporting, please contact your security managers and they can get those guidelines to you. It behooves you to report everything that are in those guidelines before we find out, because nowadays we're going to find out anyways. So please get with your security managers, find out what the 13 Adjudicative Guidelines are that you're supposed to self-report. The things that we usually see, the most frequent, are financial problems, DUIs, drug abuse. Just remember, even though there's drug spots opening up all over the place in Massachusetts and it's legal for recreational in Massachusetts, federally, you still cannot partake in marijuana. So don't do it. We seem to have quite a few cases lately where people are showing up with a random urinalysis, so that is grounds for dismissal. So please, I understand that it's legal in the state of Massachusetts, but it is not legal federally and it will affect your security clearance. The other thing, the other big change I want to let you know about is if you had a secret clearance, you used to have to do an SF86 every 10 years. That is now changed to every 5 years. Same thing with a top secret. It is not a periodic reinvestigation anymore. It's still the same form, but that form now is used for more of an update. So what that's doing is if you've had any major life issues that do not fall underneath the 13 Adjudicative Guidelines that you're supposed to report, such as marriages, divorces, children, that's what the PER, or that's what the SF86 is for now. So that will be done on a 5-year basis. As soon as you fill that out, and as soon as we review it, if we don't have to kick it back to you for any updates, as soon as we hit the button, you will now have a new date. You will not have to wait 2 years. There will be no investigators coming to talk to you anymore. You will be enrolled or continually enrolled in continual evaluation. So that's a big, big change that's happening in the personnel security world right now. The other thing is it's not EQIP anymore. What's going to happen when we open you up for a shell, it's going to come from NBIS, which is the National Background Investigation Services. And it's a brand new program. It's an e-app. It's not EQIP. It's called an e-app, and the email will come from NBIS. So when you see that, it is a legitimate thing. Go in there and fill out the SF86. Unfortunately, it's a new system. They're still trying to work out the bugs. You might have to look into your junk email files because that seems to be where the emails are going. However, I just want to let you know that that is a legitimate email. Go in there and fill that out so that we can get your clearance done and have you done for the next 5 years. So here are the things that I need you to pay strict attention to. Addresses. They have to be full addresses. It cannot be you work at Hangar 5, Westover Air Reserve Base. There is an actual address there, so please make sure the addresses are correct. The other thing that I need you to pay attention to is when you put down your 3 references, they can't be cohabitants, they can't be wives, they can't be relatives. They have to be somebody else, okay? So those are the things that we see on a routine basis that we have to kick those back. So please ensure that when you fill those out, that you get those right, and then things will go smoother for you and for us. Just remember, there's only myself and John McIntyre in the office. We have 3,000 people that we have to deal with. So if we have to kick these back all the time and go back and forth if they're not right, it just slows the entire process down. So please help us out when it comes to that. The other big thing that we need to talk to you about is foreign travel. Just this is a reminder, everybody should know by now that if you are in a sensitive position or you have access to classified information, that when you travel, for unofficial travel that is, not on orders, unofficial travel, if you're going on vacation, if you have a job that takes you overseas, you have to report that via Air Wing Form 61, and your commander needs to sign that prior to you going to give you permission. Because there are some places that you might be going on vacation that you might need a foreign travel brief, and OSI would provide that brief for you. So ensure that that happens, and then that you fill out that form. For people who have civilian jobs that take them overseas on a routine basis, like airline pilots, and there might be business people, we have a few business people, if it's a routine thing, instead of filling out the Air Wing Form 61 every single month that you come in, what you can do is a form letter, have your commander sign it, and if you have any deviations, just report it that next month. That way there you're not filling out the form every single month. So if you have any questions on foreign travel, you can get with your security managers. You can call John or I in our office, and we can walk you through that as well. But I just want to let you know that you must get your commander's permission. And so that's the big things that we have for the personnel security. Under the Information Protection Program, which everybody had the training last January, is the Controlled Unclassified Information. There is no more FOUO. That is a thing of the past. It is no longer. That doesn't mean we're going to go back in any of the old FOUO documents. We're going to change to CUI. That's not what we're going to do. However, if you have a document that is marked FOUO, before you continue on and make any change to that document, you have to go out to the CUI registry to make sure that that for sure is a CUI and it's on the CUI registry. Again, the training, everybody did it last January in that time frame, and it's an annual training, so that's coming up this January. There's a website. We'll post the website. You can get with your security managers, and they can give you that website as well. Before you just put CUI on any document, you must go in and to the CUI registry and ensure that that is CUI. Not everything that used to be FOUO is now CUI. That's why you need to ensure going out to the registry to make sure that that still is the case and then that is actually CUI. And again, if there's any questions on that, just give us a call and we can walk you through that as well. I think that's all I have. John and I are usually here every Saturday of the UTA, so if you have any questions, go ahead and call us. If you're having trouble getting into the e-app, give us a call. If you deleted that thinking it was junk email and you remember seeing that and remember deleting an email from NBIS, give us a call and we can resend that to you as well. Again, we are pretty reactive or proactive in our program, and we're pretty responsive, and I think we get back to people fairly quick. So again, if you have any questions, get with your security managers. You can call John and I at our offices. My number is 413-557-2310. John's number is 413-557-2189. Or you can email us or get with your security managers. They have all this information as well. Thank you so much. Thank you for your continued support into our program that makes it one of the best in the command. And have happy holidays, everybody. Thank you.